Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Good morning, viewers. Good morning, fans. And good morning, subscribers. And, of course, most importantly of all, the channel members that make this channel successful, that make this channel notable. You guys are the force. You guys are the ones that are in control of this very show because you give the comments, the opinions. You give me your thoughts. You give me your analysis because remember, your view is the only view that matters. Remember to become a channel member today. Click that bell and make sure that all notifications are turned on at all times in your settings on your cell phone from my YouTube channel right here so you get the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most definitive, the most defiant, and the most on-time in time, in real time, WWE. This is your number one place to be. A massive WWE star appears on AEW. Ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know, and if you actually watched the show, if you watched the program, former WWE star Von Wagner appeared on AEW Dynamite, and that photo is leaking online. Also, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is apparently true that, yes, Soraya Page has said she has left AEW. Is she coming back to the WWE, and will it be as an active in-ring competitor? Your thoughts, your comments, and your feelings on that. Also, a WWE star will be appearing in another promotion. Not only do we see WWE star appearing on AEW, but we're going to be seeing a WWE star appear on Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Yes, Natalya will have a debut match for that company, for that promotion. Your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback on that. Also, Swerve Strickland referenced a John Cena and Dean Ambrose promo from 2016 on AEW Dynamite last night. There goes AEW again. They need to worry about themselves. They need to talk about themselves. They need to reference their own history. Why do they have to go back to WWE? But I guess in this stance, because Dean Ambrose is a former WWE superstar, I guess it all really does make sense at the end of the day. The updated card for AEW Dynasty 2025 has absolutely leaked online. You can go check that out right now. The lineup, the matches, the championships, they're all on the line. And who will rise to Dynasty in AEW? Also, the card for next week's Dynamite has been unveiled and will be a huge mixed tornado tag team match featuring the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. Also, the card for Saturday's Collision featuring Mercedes Moné will be in action on Saturday night because it's a good night to fight. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, MJF gave his answer to MVP. What did you think about Dynamite last night? Guys, this is a great thing, I think, with huge update on WWE, huge developments on WWE legends and Hall of Famers. And I think this is a great thing. I think this is a step in the right direction. Although a lot of legends and Hall of Famers are no longer with us, unfortunately and sadly, although they have died and although they have passed away over the last several years, we are seeing them, their families, their brothers, their sisters, family members stepping up to put them and sign them to a WWE Legends deal. And this is great because you got now guys like Kamala, Crush, who are now signed to a WWE Legends deal through their family, so their legacies will now live on forever, for a life, as they would say. Again, Kamala and Crush are a part of those names that are going to be now signed to Legends deals. And while it is sad and unfortunate they are no longer with us in real life, at least they can still be distributed, whether it be on a T-shirt, whether it be a photo, articles. They'll always be a part of WWE history thanks to this legendary deal. And again, just another great thing under the Triple H era that is very notable and that stands out to me. And it should happen. It should go down. Just because they can't sign the contract themselves doesn't mean that somebody on their behalf and their family can't get the job done. So kudos to the WWE for realizing, recognizing that these talents, these superstars, are some of the stars that made the WWE what it is today, laid the groundwork, laid out the foundation. And this was at a time and era when there was characters. This was at a time and era where these characters were larger than life. I mean, look at a Kamala, look at a Crush. They just don't make characters like that anymore to stand the test of time. Also, Saraya, the former Paige, reveals why Tony Khan allowed her to leave AEW before her contract expired. And this is what I'm saying, viewers. This is what I'm saying to you. This is what I keep going on. Everyone telling me, oh, Jon Moxley, he'll never leave AEW. He's signed to a contract. He can't leave. He can't go in. Everyone's saying that I'm dumb. I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying. Here is explanation number one. Here is proof number one. Jon Moxley signed to a contract. Paige just left the company a lot sooner than anticipated. She left before her contract expired. So everybody's telling me, oh, the contract's going to expire. The contract's going to be up. This has to happen. That has to. No. No. Again, people saying that I'm a dummy. People saying that I'm clickbait. Some people say I'm fake. Some people say I'm just looking for the clicks. I'm just looking for this. I'm looking for that. No, what I'm looking for is giving you guys the most up-to-date, the most informative, the most decisive WWE and AEW news on the planet, because I am the face of WWE news right here on this very website. Also, Sol Ruka defeated Katana Chance to advance to the next round of the WWE Women's Speed title tournament. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Now, I know, you see the headline. You see the title of the video. WWE going out of business. Sean, what is that? What the hell is that? What kind of headline? What kind of title is that? Sean, WWE's making billions. They're making zillions. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. There's this Vince McMahon. There's this little thing going on behind the scenes called the Vince McMahon lawsuit. Brock Lesnar involved in it. Johnny Ace, people power involved in this debacle, this exchange, could spell doom for the WWE. This lawsuit could put an end, could spell the end, could put WWE in bankruptcy, depending on all the millions and millions or maybe billions of dollars that very well could be on the line, could be at stake. There could be jail, there could be bankruptcy, there could be closures, there could be a lot of different things going on. Or the WWE may have to go on sale again. I mean, this is going to make TKO look bad. The game, Triple H, this is going to make the whole WWE look bad because the WWE has been named in the lawsuit. And if their practices and if they are, shown that they are not doing the right thing and they're doing unsafe work, this could spell doom. This could spell the out-of-business WWE. Look what happened with Gawker. Again, people are going to tell me. People are going to say, Sean, it could never happen. It will never happen. The WWE could never go out of business. But when you're facing a lawsuit like this that could cost you millions, potentially billions of dollars, you never know what can happen. You just never know. Every day. You look at a company like McDonald's, they'll never close down. Burger King, they'll never shutter. You're going up and down the street, you're seeing McDonald's shut, you're seeing a Burger King closing down. Listen, you can have all the billions of dollars in the world, but when you face scrutiny, when you face lawsuits, when you face the kind of lawsuit that is the WWE is up against, and Vince McMahon, Sean, hold on a minute. Vince is no longer with the WWE. Well, he was getting sued for when he was in the WWE. So again, for people saying, I don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just looking for the clicks, I'm looking for the hits. No. There is rumors, there is gossip, there's speculation out there. And listen, this lawsuit is not gossip and speculation. This lawsuit with Vince McMahon is happening. And this could put the WWE under the microscope. The WWE right now are not in a good spot, a good position. Because there's a lot of wrestlers, according to those that know, walking on eggshells. Because I'll tell you what, the demand for this, the guys, for anyone that's saying that this is a no, this is a nothing deal, you got to be kidding me. You absolutely got to be kidding me. So you might want to be prepared to be shocked, okay? You might want to be prepared to be rocked because you just never know. You never know, okay? Well, Sean, Saudi Arabia is involved. They're giving the WWE billions of dollars. They make millions of dollars off of WrestleMania. The WWE's never been bigger. It's never been grander. And I'd say you're right. You're right. But again, the WWE is facing a massive lawsuit, and there's some horrible things listed in that lawsuit. So, I mean, let's just throw that out there right off the bat. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are also hearing huge update on WrestleMania 41. According to those in the know, there will be a special guest appearance at WrestleMania 41. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. There has been some heavy praise days later. Now we're hearing this days later. Heavy praise backstage for a Raw match this week that featured El Grand Americano, and as we all know, he's Chad Gable, defeated Dragon Lee, and that match got a lot of great talk, a lot of great momentum, and a lot of praise backstage concerning that very match. Remember to check out Seanzviewent orally for the fastest, the hottest, the latest, the most in-depth. Ric Flair reacts to John Cena taking a shot at him on Raw, and he reveals his status. Ric Flair reveals he will be at WrestleMania 41. Yes, 75-year-old Ric Flair will be at WrestleMania 41. Your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback. Also, Paige explains why she wants to return to WWE at WrestleMania 42. Oh my God. Could it go down? Could it happen? You never, ever know. Guys, this is the show of shows, your reigning home for all WWE under one roof. If it weren't for you, there would be no Sean View. Stay tuned.